church was the thing that made me dream. You know, like at the end of the day, I know I could do anything I wanted to because I had the right motivation and I had the right spirit behind what I was doing. So with that, I always feel capable of any and everything. I feel like anything that can go right for me can, and I feel like whatever can go wrong for me is not for me. One of the greatest parts is just understanding that if you can't accept the fact that if you can't accept the information for what it is, then this is a hard business for you, because sometimes the information is simply this: you're not good enough. And if you can't accept that, then at that point you become a dreamer. I didn't start in the music business as a music producer. I started as an artist. And I knew as soon as I got next to some artists, like, I'm not good enough. No different than if you were playing football or anything else and you were like really good in your small town, and all of a sudden you go to, Florida State and everybody runs a 4.04. Well, now it becomes about technique. It doesn't become about everybody's 6'4". Everybody, those advantages that you had in the small town that you were playing in, everything has been neutralized. Now, what does it come down to? Will, technique. What am I willing to do that you're not doing? And once I got to the point, I knew that from a talent standpoint, I wasn't going to be great enough to be an artist. But I knew that if I took what I wanted to do as an artist and applied it in areas that other people were not willing to make those sacrifices, I knew that I could outwork them even if they were better than me. And you can't do that as an artist necessarily. At least not the type of artist that I wanted to become, And so from that standpoint, it's really just about that seed was planted through God, and we've been riding and rocking with that ever since. And whatever the decision is that he wants me to have, I've just decided to be prepared for it one way or the other. So the preparation to be ready for whatever the ride is, I'm ready for it. My approach is I want to be with my kids. I want to be with my wife. I want to try to work out. I want to make music. I want to read. And I ultimately want to run my business. So I got 5 things. When something comes out of those 5 things, where's it coming from? So it's so for me, I put it on a grid. You got 7 a.m. to 12 to 12 p.m. You got 12 p.m. to 4, and you got 7 p.m. to midnight. That's how I kind of look at it. So I'll try to get up. I personally, the way that I try to get my 24 hours going is I try to look at that 7 a.m. to 12 as a block of time. I wrote Umbrella with Dream at 7 a.m. We didn't take that time off. You know what I mean? So it's very important, I think, from that perspective, that if you want to utilize your time, you want to have balance or whatever. Some people, there's different points where you don't need balance. You know what I'm saying? You just need to be all in, all encompassing. So I'm talking after doing this for 25, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So my perspective is a little bit different, but at the end of the day, it becomes about not wasting time. I've never been big on wasting time. I never spent a lot of time going out. I do spend time going out to eat, but that didn't come until, I was in my 30s, honestly. I had a studio before I had a place to live, and that has to do with just priorities. You got to worry in order. And my worries start with music. They always started with music, and now they start with my music and family at the same time. But music is at the very, very top of that list, because music is who I am. You know what I mean? That's the individual that I bring to the table in a relationship. You know, it's not, you're not dating me. You're not married to me. You marry me, you marry music. And that's different because that's who I am. And, you know, so I rock different with that. You know, people know me, know that you never make me make a decision between you and music because it's not a decision. You know, like I don't see life that way. Like I'm kind of off in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, but music is who I am. So it's very important. It's very important that you have a team and people that love you, that support you, that your mother and your father and your brothers and everybody understands, hey, listen, he ain't coming. But I'm getting married. Yeah, he ain't coming. You know, like, and that's just how it is.